started playing when I was about 9. But I mean, I always loved music. And then I became really, started practicing a lot when I was about 13, 14. One of that I really remember was learning to play the Chuck Berry. Because it reminded, I mean, you hear it a lot on Kiss records. Ace Frehley, you know that. Probably sat and did that for hours upon hours. And I figured out you could just move it up to the D chord. And it was like almost a religious, discovery. When I warm up, I just start by playing maybe chords or some simple stuff to get, my hands loose. Sometimes, I mean, it's good to do the chromatic, 4 notes per string. I think it's more fun to practice things, or play things that sounds actually musical. So maybe classical sounding things I always enjoyed, something like... you're still using all your fingers, but it sounds a little bit more fun then. One piece of gear, well, I guess it would have to be the guitar, maybe.
Okay.
But also I think having a good amp, you want a sound that's good that justifies your playing, so to speak. And I think a guitar and an amp is almost like a violin and a bow. You play both. So I think you actually play the amp almost as much as you play the guitar. I improvise a lot, but I think as most guitar players, we always have a kind of like a little bag of, licks and phrases you can't always use. But well, I love improvising, and but I kind of usually have an idea of what I'm going to do. But I don't sit and write out every note.
Sure.
It depends on the part. If it's like a theme in a song, of course it played the same all the time. But as far as soloing, I like to just improvise a little, but not stray too far from maybe what people are expecting to hear. Well, I think any time that you have the privilege of going and actually playing in front of people, it's always great. And I'm so thankful for, being able to do that many times. The worst, there's a lot of those, but I remember one time coming out for my big solo spot, the festival stage, and the first note, boing, string goes. That was kind of a bummer. But a little guitar change and that took care of that. But it was kind of a bummer.
I can imagine.
Hey, it's only rock and roll. One that was special was when we played Sweden Rock Festival. It's probably 13 years now. But that was the first time I'd played in Sweden since moving to America. My parents were there and the show went great, so I felt like that was a cool moment. He was a huge influence on me. He's got the best vibrato in the world. But I think it's very important to be open-minded, But I can enjoy listening to Ramones as much as I can Paganini. One of the worst things you could do as a musician is to have, tunnel vision. Just learn as much as you can from different styles. Listen to different kinds of music.
Yeah, right.
Because all knowledge is good. Maybe you don't have a passion for, polka, but learning a little bit of polka Can't be good. All right, top 5. Jason Becker, Bruce Bouillet, Vinnie Moore, Yngwie, George Lynch,